The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1.
Lord have mercy.
Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Kirkpatrick. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The kick is
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Raiders nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lions pressure, he's brought down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
3-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
That will hit. This is scooped up by the Lions.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll run here with Swift.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go.
Allen, he lost the football, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6. Yard touchdown run, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Here's the score: Lions 21, Raiders nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Josh Jacobs.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off play action, Kirkpatrick.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter.
21-0 our score after 1. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Kirkpatrick. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 39.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The tackle made by...
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
48-yard line.
Off the play fake. Kirkpatrick into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Look at the big man rumble. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
For the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From midfield, here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs.
Patrick's pass.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. That was a nice little setup there on play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And the pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. He's got room to run past the 20. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And taken at the 46. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
6-yard line.
On first down, Jacobs. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
By Jeff Okudah. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 46-yard.
On second down, Jacobs. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeff Okudah. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing is Allen on third. And the Raiders have got it. Max Crosby drops it for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. He's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
No gain on the play there, second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down.
This will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
27.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
McKinnon here, it's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
9 yards.
9 yards on the play and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. You're going to get it, and sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them, likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game, but they gave great effort there.
And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks him, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Brings up 2nd and
5 now. Allen. Left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
36-yard line.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
The Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Extend their lead even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
The handoff to
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Lions will take over. And again this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
In punt formation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing on 1st down. Kirkpatrick. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kirkpatrick throwing right, and that's complete.
That's good.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
1st and 10.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Kirkpatrick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's good.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
Raiders 20.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Allen going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
I just want to put this one behind them. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Patrick's pass.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard. That's His big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Mike Gesicki. That's good for a Las Vegas.
On 1st down, Kirkpatrick. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
27.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The 27-yard line.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
He's going to run again.
The quarterback on the scramble. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross?